STS deprogrammed for a reason, because I had to get rid of that old programming that nearly took my life away. Through all that shit. That's why I'm here today. And yeah, we're back with Lady Crown, and we don't stay down. We stay up, and we don't chat pop. But it's not real talk. It's another midweek catch up, and I've got a lot of energy right now because of Amun Ra, the rising star. Greetings to you all. What you got to say to the people, damn?
Oh, what can I say?
Okay.
Infinite blessings.
Trust me.
Greetings to everybody. What can I say? Absolutely amazing day. It's just great being out in the heart of nature. You know what I'm saying? Chickens are nice and quiet because then just I walk up them out right about now. Yo, trust me. So you won't hear a peep out of them for a little while, but it's just amazing up here. You know, watching everything starting to take shape and grow, and the Ethiopian kale, because we've got this Ethiopian kale. It's absolutely amazing. You've never tasted anything like it, really and truly.
So soft.
Yeah.
For kale.
Yeah, exactly.
So soft.
It's unlike anything you've tasted. Absolutely amazing. And I use it to make the lasagna, the last vegan lasagna that I did, because that's like the meat that goes in it, that and mushrooms. Oh my goodness. What can I say? Finger licking. Absolutely.
But not chicken.
No, not finger licking chicken. But yeah,
Trust me, we're up with the birds flying. Trust me, shout out to the birds, man. They're so consistent, the birds. Like I'm telling you, the frequencies that they emit is different.
Absolutely beautiful. And whilst I'm chomping on this grape, I will just say that if you are going to be, eating these types of fruit, then you must make sure that they're seeded. Right about now, there's about 5 or 6 seeds in this grape, and I do have to, there's only 2 places that I found in Nottingham where I can actually get seeded grapes. Yeah, because without the seed, I don't know what.
It's not organic.
No, it's not.
GMO.
Exactly.
Because I don't know whether all, but it should be. Natural fruit should have seeds in it.
Absolutely. Just like us with our seeds, our eggs and our sperms. You get what I'm saying?
We have seeds.
We have seeds. So to eat something that doesn't have, if it's naturally in nature without a seed, then that's fine. But you'll find that the majority of things that you eat, and those that haven't got a seed, then you have to question those as well. You know what I mean? Are these hybrids? Like the carrot and the potato, are they hybrids?
They're hybrids, 100%. The carrots haven't got any seeds.
No.
Dr. Sebi, he got ridiculed for talking about carrots, but 2 twos now. There was like, you know what, Sebi, I think you're right, because trust me, he was a steam engineer, so he knew about alkaline to acid. He knew about the pH, so he knew how to test. When you test certain fruits, certain veggies, the evidence is there, and it's science. You can't argue with that. You can't argue with the truth, like you said, because when he won that court case as well, trust me, he literally flipped it on them, with their own stuff,
with their own science. It's amazing when you do that. When you don't come from the theory.
You come from their language.
You use their own evidence, their own scientific documents, their own literature, and fling it back upon them. There's no argument.
Key thing that I used was the Bible.
Oh.
The herbs are for the healing of the nation.
Okay.
So trust me. So when they're telling him to swear on the Bible, he's using the Bible to show you, sir. This is how it really goes out here in nature. The truth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not all this new modern
bullshit.
You know what I mean?
It's bullshit.
Yeah, basically.
It's
you know
bullshit.
What I mean? You gotta deep it, man.
You have to.
It's presented in a way that looks beautiful.
Yeah.
All the machinery, all the equipment, but really and truly, there's a lot of darkness behind it.
Oh.
You get me? Because it's the intention.
It's evil intent.
You know what I mean? It's the intention.
They've eradicated the Christian ethos out of everything in this country, because that's what it was built on, the Church of England. And we can always debate about these religions. But if they, this is the faith of the country. But there was some 2 police officers, because they weren't constables, arresting this man who decided that he was going to practice his right to freedom of speech and read from the Bible. Corinthians 6, I think it was, he was reading, because there was some LGBT sitting in Agwan in Imlico City where I live, and he just decided to go where they were, open his Bible and start reading, and they arrested him
Mm.
for yeah, because obviously we know what it says in their Bible, don't we? It's an abomination. The Sodom and Gomorrah. That's why it got burned down. Do you get what I'm saying? That's in their own Bible. Nobody wrote it and said, "Oh, we're going to fling this in." It's in their Bible. It's always been in their Bible. So this man's reading from Corinthians 6, and apparently it was an issue because he was upsetting the people them with their rainbow flags on them. I mean, how dare they? The rainbow of all things. They've now, used it to push their agenda, which is not one that's. You know what? Do what you want to do. It's your life. Live it the way you want to live it, but don't shove it down other people's throats, and especially not the impressionable young children. You should not be doing that. And anybody that does, you're sick. You got to be sick, especially if you're unaware of the fact that child trafficking is rife and has been for thousands of years and continues to go on as we speak. That hideous, horrible things have been done to these young people. If you're unaware of that, but you'll fight for this rainbow flag, and your right to do whatever you want to do it, but leave other people out of it. I mean, is there a day when everybody that's a heterosexual gets together and go into their city and celebrate men and women coming together? No, come on, that's it. You've got to laugh, haven't you?
yeah. When you think about it,
check it. So I'll tell you what we do. Why don't we start doing something like that then? Yeah? Let's have Hetero Day, or let's rename it. Let's make it something different where men and women who love men and women come together on a day to celebrate it, so the young can also see that this is what the Creator meant it to be.
It's not a part of the agenda.
Exactly,
you know what I mean?
But we can. It's not a part. It's not part of their. It's their agenda, but it's not ours.
Yeah.
But you can see how they're eroding the man and the woman, and making it this gender fluid type something. Like I said, do what you want to do in the privacy. And I don't care. Leave the little picking them alone. Leave their minds alone. Leave their bodies alone.
Leave them to develop themselves.
Exactly.
Make their own choices.
Yeah.
You
They
know
get
what I mean?
double mastectomies. They're having their wounds removed, and then living a life of regret. Because it wasn't that long ago I spoke to you about that.
was tapped into Lord J.
Oh,
Remember
God.
about Texas?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Trust me, it's
It's
deep,
absolutely
deep, you know?
shocking.
People are spending what, $70,000 for surgery with a 67%
Failure rate.
There you go.
And you know what? Even if it was any more than that, if it was like 40, yet you are chopping off the bits that you were born with.
Yeah.
And if your mind's not right, because let's face it, there must be something wrong with the mind to convince you that these mammary
Mental
glands
issues,
don't
yeah.
need to be here, and your genitalia doesn't need to be. I was born in the wrong body. They are feeding and fueling this. This is all their agenda.
I know we've mentioned him already, I've got to mention him again. Remember Dr. Sebi saying that the body should not be cut. And the thing about it is that, especially with those type of surgeries, because what happens is you create complications for the rest of your life.
It's
So
unnecessary.
basically, you're stuck with the trauma.
Yeah.
It's very hard for you to heal. I'm not saying it's incurable, but you're going to have to do some serious work to regenerate certain organs. And you know what I mean?
It's not going to happen.
It's near enough, but anything's possible. But I'm saying that, you know what I mean? Like, when you do certain things like that, more time is going to stay with you for the rest of your life.
Well, if you do something like that at the age of 16, 17, 18, let's face it, and you get to age of 25, 30, 40, then you think, oh, I want to transition back. When you've had bits and bobs cut off or cut out, they ain't coming back. They are not coming back. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know what kind of regeneration you're going to be doing, because I tell you, it will probably take some time, some years in the wilderness, in a dark cave.
I say that they can, because I'm aware of how powerful we are. And Dr. Sebi was regenerating thyroid glands, everything.
Yeah.
You get me? But I know, but it wasn't regenerating genitalia, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know that, but I'm saying that if you can regenerate, just like you say, if a lizard can grow back a leg, why can't we? Think about it.
We
The
can.
lizard's a little tiny animal.
We can
You know
grow
what I
back.
mean? We can grow
We can go about anything.
anything.
But we have to be in that homeostasis. We have to be
Yo,
aligned.
you gotta be in some.
Let me tell you something.
Yo, you gotta be.
You've got to be in a dark freaking cave, mate.
Yo, shout out to Dr. Robert Morse out there. He mentioned that. You
Yeah,
know
in
what I
the
mean?
dark cave.
You literally,
Just water. And see if you don't meet your creator.
Your creator, your melatonin. You know
All
what?
right.
Shout out to Mantachi out there. So get in a dark room for 3 days. You see past life.
Okay.
You see many things because it boosts up your melatonin to the point where your pineal go boom. You're fully open, baby.
Okay.
Come on, God. You in your Godhead, shall I say?
In your Godhead.
Crown, Lady Crown.
You
Shout
don't know. You get me?
Oh, trust me.
So yeah. I mean, I dare say, Uno's been hearing about, the terror attack in Nottingham, whoo-hoo. I mean, mainstream news and all the rest of it, the British bullshit corporation reporting like 24/7. Let me tell you something. There are things that are real and things that aren't real. And it's for us to decipher and have a look at what's really going on, because wherever they create a distraction, it's to get you to focus over here. So right behind you, enough things are going, but you don't recognize it. They don't even talk about it. 100 MEPs are in turmoil. Literally, they've been investigated for theft, for fraud, all kind of 100 of them. Listen, the political system as we know it will no longer be in existence. A year from now, 2 years from now, what purpose does your government serve? What purpose? Exactly. It's time to take back the reins. You no longer need anybody to, when you have them pick and then put on the little reins on them, so they don't run off in the road, and shot them there. You're not rolling around see smoke. Tommy, anybody see Tommy? All them parents want a bitch slap because maybe well, they put on picnic, like the harness.
Yeah, no.
You don't need that anymore. There comes a time when that child, that boy or girl, knows to walk by mommy or daddy's side and not to stray away, so you can take off their harness off of him. That's the government. They're holding a harness. They're guiding. Oh no, don't step here. Oh, listen. Time to literally drag it back out of their hands and tell them, so you know what? I'm a big boy now. I'm a big girl now. I'm going to stand on my own 2 feet, and that's what we've got to do, because these people have never been here for us, and it's so evident now. So yes, they're talking about this one man that seemed to have wielded such carnage from different places in Nottingham and managed to get from this place to that place. I don't know if you saw any video footage, but me see the video footage of them dragging this man out of a van. And if he'd done so many things with this machete or whatever he had, this long knife, I think maybe he might be, have blood on him and all the rest of it. And, the knife would have been like that as well. Have a look at it yourself if you manage to see the footage. Me no see nothing. There was nothing there. Really, really hot, even though it's in the morning, but still very humid. Had a big hat on, big woolly hat on his head. Like I said, sometimes these people will create a system or create something to get everybody frightened, because we were getting phone calls left, right and centre that we didn't pick up I didn't pick up at all. And when I read messages,
my phone was off,
yeah, oh, I'm just checking to see if you, oh, I'm terrified. I'm thinking, man, let's see us without looking at each other thinking, the backside to them. Oh
has
my
a big
God.
impact on the illusion world, which most people are tapped into.
That exactly.
So it shapes their reality.
They buy right into it.
Yeah.
They literally buy right. Listen, this is a time, June, July, August, you're going to see things that's going to shock the shite out of you. Trust me. Will there be collateral damage? Absolutely. In order for something to appear real, there has to be the carnage, because that's what these demons do. Listen, those towers, they came down. Lots of people lost their lives in them and on the ground, and probably even now from the fallout, from the chemicals that they're breathing in, from the dust particles. Yeah, they were pulverized. They were brought down. Did it happen? Yes, it happened. But did the planes bring it down? Ask yourself a question: if 2 airplanes could bring down two buildings built with
not those structures,
not them structures.
Even engineers were saying not possible.
Not possible. So sometimes you just got to look the truth in the face and say, you know what, Seth, you know what? Nah.
You just remind me of something. Shouts to Lord Jamar out there. He said, you seen the first tower. He said there was no plane. He said when he tapped into the news, he was like, wait a sec. Because he was in the Brooklyn flats, and he was looking at it thinking, wait a sec, I didn't see any plane. And many people who actually seen what happened, who were first-hand witnesses, didn't see any plane. So when they seen the news footage, you was like, wait a sec, what's this about?
Yeah.
Some simulation.
Yeah, a lot of those people disappeared as well. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them kind of disappeared, especially those that had footage. And I've seen some really old footage that people have had for a long time, but obviously they've known not to go public with it, because there will come a time when, and that's what's happening now, where the great reveal is, where there will come a time where there'll be some platform where they can upload it to, and you'll see that there was no planes that hit those towers. It was a massive assimilation. Listen, all we're getting now, right, is alien invasion and this, that and terror and outside forces. Listen, they are going to stage something so spectacular. And yes, there will be loss of life, because they won't do it if they can't create the carnage, because they like the carnage. You know what I mean? And when 9/11, I think the Pope was in some hotel watching it all happen because it was their, I don't know, way of sacrificing these people to Baal, because that's what they do. That's who their God is, Baal. And that's what most people are worshipping when they're going to the church.
You know
It's not
what?
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, it's Baal. It's a demon God.
Yeah. I must say something that a lot of this stuff is happening for a reason. Through great suffering and pain comes great awakening.
Absolutely.
So you have to realize that it's there to trigger you,
Yeah,
to look for the truth, not the lies.
absolutely.
If you're actually on the path of, you know, trying to awaken, because most people, they choose with their consciousness
Yeah.
to stick with their lies because it's more comfortable.
It's more comfortable.
That's what this is, the program.
Yeah.
This is why I say so many people need to deprogram
No,
themselves.
100%. Like the people on the plantation, they were brutalized, raped, and all the rest of them. When Master said, you know what, I'm not going, we can't, emancipation. We're free now. No, they said, oh, Master treat me real good. Yeah, I can stay. They got so accustomed to exactly the years and years of condition, just like you see now, even in these hot weathers. Tell me how many people you've seen out about in your places where you live with masks on in this time, yeah. Knowing what everybody knows out there, you must know that these people are insane, absolutely insane. Oh my goodness, I'm telling you, if you, like I said, they're gonna stage it. It's gonna be spectacular. It'll be something that everybody's gonna be going, oh my God, yeah, for real.
Already here.
So know that, and if you know that, then just do what you need to do. So when all of the madness is ensuing out there, because let me tell you, I listened to Cliff High, I think it was this morning, and he was saying that, look, these people, when they fully understand what's happened to them and their loved ones, and know that they've got certain things inside of them that's probably going to, you know, take them off the planet way before time, they'll have nothing to lose when they go looking for the people that orchestrated it. You see what I'm trying to say? And that's the kind of madness that we just might possibly see. It will happen because people are going to lose it. They really are, especially when it's televised, because they're going to have to put something out. You know, your warning system, or EPA, I think they call it in America, emergency broadcast. There will be some sort of emergency broadcast, but it will be to actually let people know what's really been happening in places like Ukraine, in all these underground cities, underground bases. How many thousands all over the world? You know, the child trafficking, it's
the whole world's a stage.
all of it.
You know what I mean? It's a big theatre going on, you know what I mean? I remember my mentor saying the only way out is in. So you can create your reality from within, outside. That's what all the great minds have done, and look how they're living.
Yeah, in abundance.
In abundance. And they're shifting realities, not only for self, but other people. My mentor, Ralph Smart, how many people has he influenced? Millions. To think different, and look at life a whole lot differently to others. And this is how powerful we are. We like to worship celebrities, not realizing we are the true star. We are the true star up in this thing.
Yeah.
But so many of us, you know, I remember Karina speaking about it, rapping about it, should I say, program with the self-hatred. You know, and this is why most people don't tap into their God power, because they got self-hatred. They're not willing to tap into self-love. And until then, we're going to be in a limited way of thinking, way of doing so many things your whole life. And trust me, keep on tapping in and realizing that you've got the power, man. You know, don't put your head down out here, because trust me, that's what they want. Because they know if you're in fear,
It's over.
It's done.
It's over.
It's done. It's done.
They've already trialled it with the episode 3 years ago, and look how successful that was. So they know they can frighten the heebie-jeebies out of good 60-70% of the population. Then, you know what I mean, they can carry on with their next agenda. But I think whatever they do, it can't get through. It won't succeed. Trust me, it will not succeed, because there's no way. You know, the divine, the creator, is going to sit back and watch these demonic forces totally destroy this beautiful planet, you know, with everything on it in abundance. You know, there's no lack. I mean, I watched a video the other day, and I can't remember the country or the area in the country in Africa where they have masses of, well, gazillions of mosquitoes, and they instead of going hungry, they literally, you know, get these mosquitoes in nets or whatever, and literally just pan them, and make mosquito burgers. That's what this, that's what, and apparently it's very high in protein. So them say, yeah, look it up. I think I'm joking. Mosquito burgers, and I think this couple from America were visiting. They tried it, and the guy was practically gagging on it because it said it's really, really dry. But this is what these people eat to survive: mosquito burgers.
Wow.
When we have a world full of abundance. Do you understand me? It doesn't make any sense.
That makes no sense.
It makes no sense at all. You know, the continent of Africa is so rich in all sorts of minerals.
In Africa.
Yeah.
I mean, you got resources there, you got everything there.
There's an element called californium, not California, californium. It's radioactive, and I think it's in Nigeria. This element, 100 grams, right? So that, okay, 100 grams of silver would probably be about, I don't know, 120, 130 quid now, yeah? For 100 grams of silver. 100 grams of this californium costs $2.8 billion. And that's in Nigeria. Why are these people living in abject poverty? Why is the Niger Delta, all the Niger Delta and the oil extraction from there was to secure that area? Radioactive californium. Look it up if you think I'm lying. 2.8 billion for 100 grams. Listen, the planet has an abundance of every resource that we need. Everything the Creator seeded here with us. We have it all, and no matter how many mouths there are to feed, everybody can be fed and watered. Everybody, until big companies come along and decide to take over the farming, take over the supplying of the
food industry.
Exactly, you know. And this is where you end up with a situation where QR codes have to be used, or they use that chemical appeal, yeah, to put all over your fruit so it looks good in the supermarket and lasts for 4 or 5 months. The apple not gone off. Come on, these allotment apples, if I don't use them in a couple of days, they're gone brown. Which is what it's natural in nature, not been messed about with, not been chemicalized.
I understand it on this, you know. Keep on expanding your awareness, because as long as you do that, then you're able to know more and do better, you know. Big ups to all of you out there.
Yeah, man.
Keep on breathing. No. Shouts to Win off that.
Shout out to Wim.
Trust me, man. He was talking, actually, I'll stand on this. He was talking about, linked with what you was saying. He's talking about starvation, yeah? Science has proved that the breath, when you do it for a long time, you actually can stimulate your APT. So you're stimulating energy, the same energy that food gives you, even more so. Because guess what? The main fuel for the body is oxygen, not food.
That's right.
Even Dr. Sebi said that.
Yeah, that's what your cells need.
So basically, if the main fuel for the body is oxygen, why not breathe better?
Yeah. It's not rocket science, is it?
This is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm saying. Expanding your awareness allows you to live a better life, man.
Absolutely.
But big ups to all of you out there, you know. We got to the end. Blessings to you.
Yeah, man.
And we're wrapping up. Okay, it's a flip, no rehearsal, no script, no acting going on. Keep working on your mind, body, and soul in order to achieve your goals. Because we're there, we just
spiritually.
You don't know, bro and sis. Stay blessed. Lady Crown and SDS. Over and out. Peace and blessings.
Peace, my people. Have a blessed day.